All right, everybody. Well, welcome you. I'm talking to Annette Lewis, who's with 6 Feet Up, and you'll be joining us at the Python Web Conference. And so I want to welcome you to our amazing adventure we're going to go on together. Thank you for joining. First of all, I want to know what got you into web development?
Oh, that's a good one. So I was an ambitious child. My dad set me up with a computer when I was like 5 years old and just said, like, here's the commands to search for things. There's games. You find it, you can do that. And so that just started me on an exploratory path right from the beginning. But then on top of that, I got onto the internet on my dial-up modem. It was 28 or 56. I don't remember. It was slow, but I saw websites and I saw this TV show that I loved. And I'm just like, wait, you can make websites about this TV show on the internet. I can do that. So I got my mom's HTML book. I got Notepad out and I started making HTML websites and I grew from there. And that's a talent that I took with me through the rest of my life. So I think
Yeah,
I
that's
started
awesome.
that. I was
But
like
you don't,
12 years old.
right, but you don't have a traditional like computer science background necessarily.
No, not at all. I have to this day never taken like a formal education class, really, like no degree class on anything of that sort. It's just been me learning on the internet. My degrees actually were in pre-medicine, and then I have a master's in biomedical science. So really not related at all.
Oh, that's amazing. So what are you most looking forward to during the Python Web Conference? So the conference is coming up. It's in less than a month. We've got a bunch of people who are going to show up and join us for a virtual conference. What are you looking forward to?
Well, one of the things I really look forward to is just being with like-minded individuals. Once again, because I came for such an untraditional path, I wasn't surrounded by programmers for most of my life. I didn't get to really talk to them for most of my life. So it's always great to just get a chance to be surrounded by a variety of people who are all interested in the same thing. And that's like one of the best opportunities you can have to learn from anybody, just talking about your experiences, learning about their experiences, and then like going through all the content and all the different ways that you can do things that you may have never thought about or new technologies that you've never seen before.
Yeah, and so you'll be speaking at the conference, and I can't remember the name of your talk off the top of my head, but it's something like tricking out your Plone or
Yeah, so it's insane customizations
that's
with
what it
Plone.
was.
And it really is like how I got into like the whole Python world is like I got a job, and Python and Plone were pretty much the first time I'd heard about that when I got that job. And that gave me a chance to just explore and just say, okay, I need to accomplish this task and these are the resources and time. How do I do it? And with a lot of Googling and some Stack Overflow and some manuals, I started putting together lots of solutions. So I've come up with all kinds of different ways to customize my website using as basic templates as I can, just to make fun things and exploit and hack Plone the best you can. Because when you make a website, you want to put your mark on it and you want to customize it. And I just want to help people do that even more.
Yeah. So what can people kind of expect to walk away from with your talk? What are they
Uh,
looking to do?
I'm going to go through a couple of technologies. So like go through like Mosaic and how to like
Yeah.
set up a grid for your website. I'm going to go like some of the basic custom things that you can do, like setting up your user control panels, some of the settings you can toggle on and off that you might not dig into when you're thinking of a website. And then I'm going to go a little bit into theming, which is probably one of my favorite things, particularly Diazo and Exalt, because it's a really powerful way to manipulate content on the fly in Plone and say, well, I don't necessarily want to touch the templates, but I want to move this box over here or switch this out or stuff. And it's so much fun to play with that and see what you can do.
Now, this is not the first time you've ever spoken at a web conference. I know I was at a conference and you were one of our keynote speakers. What was
Yes.
that experience like?
I'm going to say I was floored the first time that people were like, oh, the stuff you're doing is cool. I'm like, yeah, that's great. And I think at the previous Plone conference, they had spoke about me. And I guess that was enough to intrigue more and more people to the point that they invited me to speak at the next one. And I was a ball of nerves and a wreck. I'd never been to a Plone or Python conference. At that point, I'd never really been to much of a specific conference in like a lot of the tech world that much. I'd been to like one before. And so being surrounded with like seasoned professionals who put together Plone at its foundation level and saying, hey, I've been doing this for a couple of years and here's the stuff I did to put together a website. It was nerve-wracking, but being in front of the room and talking to the people, and like after I gave my talk, I got such great feedback. I got to learn some stuff. I got to teach people stuff. It was an amazing experience. I love it till this day. I'm so glad they
Yeah.
invited me.
Yeah, I love that story because it hopefully encourages others to get out and actually speak about technology or speak about things they're passionate about. I think you even gave another lightning talk later that same conference, which I both those talks have always resonated with me. So you definitely were right. It definitely left an impression, and I thank you for doing that. So that's exciting. Is there anything else you want to add to folks who may be wanting to attend the Python Web Conference?
Well, I think the biggest thing is I'm an introvert. I'm very shy, and I will always shy away when it comes to like, let's jump into this thing, at least at my foundation level. But at the end of it, I usually just say, okay, let me just go, let me try, jump into the pool, see what happens. And every time I've done that, I've come back with such a rich experience that I'm glad that I just keep doing it. So just get out there, give it a go, try some things you're interested in, try some things you've never heard about before. And like, you'll get a rich experience just from that alone.
Awesome. Thanks, Annette. We really look forward to seeing you at the conference.
Thank you. I'm excited to speak.